that most civilized people are out of touch with reality because they confuse the world as it is with the world as they think about it, and talk about it, and describe it. Now, of course, reality, from a philosopher's point of view, is a dangerous word. A philosopher will ask me, what do I mean by reality? Am I talking about the physical world of nature? Or am I talking about a spiritual world? Or what? And to that I have a very simple answer. When we talk about the material world, that is actually a philosophical concept. So in the same way, if I say that reality is spiritual, that's also a philosophical concept. And reality itself is not a concept. Reality is and we won't give it a name.
And we won't give it a name. Disco Elysium is the name that I'm going to give this one. We got 9 hours in it so far. And it's absolutely fucking fantastic. And it's my shit. But it's my... This is the type of thing that I would... This is the type of thing that I do privately. Now, what the fuck does that mean, Bradley? I'm just going to let your brains sit on that for a moment before I decide to continue speaking about it. I watch stuff that is creatively expressive, interesting, deep, quietly in a corner by myself, and I always have. I've never, even when I was in a relationship for a fucking decade, I wouldn't have shared this. I would have played it by myself. For example, at the moment I'm watching Station 11, and I don't watch it until a certain point of the day because it's very thought-provoking. And that's my private time. I don't share. That's too deep. That's too deep. That's too, yeah. It's a thing that feels uncomfortable to share because it's a layer of my personality that has been hidden away for many years. And this makes me feel like that. So I almost feel a little uncomfortable playing it. That being said, those of you that have played this and really enjoyed it, I get it. It's so very good. It is, and if you're new here or you haven't seen any of this so far, this playthrough, the plot of the game is that I'm a detective of sorts, and I'm looking into a hanged man in this kind of weird rundown alternate setting, very kind of East Bloc, Eastern European, but post-war dystopia setting. I'm like a cop, but the cops aren't necessarily like respected, and it doesn't even seem to be the same. The way that everything works is different and weird. But we found a dead body. We think that someone in the Harbour district did it, but we can't get in there. Last time I tried to get into there to try and interview people, and there was just this brick shit house of a dude in the way, and he I tried to attack him, but under the assumption that my partner would shoot the fuck out of him for attacking me back, and he didn't, and now I don't like my partner anymore. And so we're trying to find another way in at the moment. But the game isn't really focusing on the plot. The plot feels like a secondary thing, because it seems to be focusing on, and the reason that I'm enjoying it is, That noise confused me so much. It was Merlin drinking water. It seems to be focusing on like consciousness and reality and the minutiae of thought processes and feelings through this character that I'm playing, who is this guy. But you explore it through all of his whatever this is called, these internal processes that he goes through, and they come up. And each individual, you don't really look at something and come up with an answer. You look at something and then you go through the process of all of this different stuff, empathy and hand-eye coordination and conceptualization and all this stuff. And then the answer comes up, and it keeps distracting me from the plot, and it takes a long time to get anything done because you go through every step of the process. It's really cool. The art style in this is all expressionism, and I think expressionism is what the game is. I think the game is presenting something to you as expressionism, and there's been quite a lot that has happened, but really also nothing has happened in terms of the basic plot. We got to this point last time though, where I spoke to somebody that was up on this ledge, and he said that he was like, I'm not going to answer any of your questions, but he kind of hinted to an area where there was a key that would give us access to his building to maybe go and find him, because if he was seen talking to me outside, then everyone would talk about it, and then, you know, he'll get in trouble with potentially whoever done this maybe. So the smoker on the balcony asked around for his apartment number. He let me find his key. He like had a secret key hidden under this. So I think maybe I can open the door now. Yes, I can. And that's where we left it yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. It's very cool. It's very interesting, but it's very arty, very pretentious and cunty. If I didn't just so have different music. If I didn't just so happen to be very into the niche art style of expressionism, it's just something that I took interest in when I was much younger, and has come around for this game. I'd probably hate this game because it's a lot of slow burn minutia shit that normally I hate in games. A lot of people said that I would probably hate this game, and I get why, but I don't. I actually fucking love it. But it's my shit. If this had been a different way, if they'd presented this in a different way, I would hate it. Which is the fucking weird irony of this game. The only bit of this I've seen was Brad staring at the menu screen for 45 minutes going through some introspection. Yeah. There's been a lot of that. It's kind of hard not to. It's kind of hard not to process everything as you're playing. I don't know, man. It's just the way of it. If you like fart jokes, Brad, he just left. This has got water in it, Lux. Go fuck yourself. So we're in this apartment. We've got to find him now. What is that? Oh my god. Is that glasses? Flip up glasses. +1 logic, but -1 authority. Do we want that though? Authority is a 5. And in its place we can take logic up to 3. Makes me more of a well-rounded boyo. Filthy boyo, probably a narcomaniac. These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wireframes. Ironically, these would be super popular now. Everyone likes this style now. Their thin gold alloy wireframes are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favorable by organized crime accountants. We'll go with it for now. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. I feel like authority comes up more than logic, but it's nice to have a 3 in logic now. If I can kind of get everything a bit more balanced, it might not be the worst idea. The actual game is like a dice game that you rolled that contested dice. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. This is Twiggy's apartment. Apartment 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. Snoring is scary somehow. Okay. This reminds me a bit of that other game where you went knocking on all the different things. Oh, this is a public. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Ugh. The idea of sharing a shower with someone else really upsets me, and I really hope I never have to live in a shared apartment or like a shared shower, you know, like you have at uni. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. Okay. Knock on the door.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Station 11. By the way, hi Tom Bacons. Hi Booster Greg. Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Right, yeah, but I don't want
Better
to do
whip
that.
out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Yeah, but we don't need to break in. We're just gonna knock on
No
the
reply.
Yeah, if it was the guy's house, he would let us in. I'm not gonna break into that house. Postcard. Am I just stealing mail now? Boogie Street 46. This crumpled up postcard depicts an open air market in Boogie Street 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy street, blurry shadows of people pass. Yeah, it means something, but I'm really tired today. Guys.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
I can already see it's not him though. I always get the worst thing I could have done this weekend was go onto the fucking London Underground, because I'm gonna get sick now just in time for the next Sunday's premiere of the Rise of the Apprentice on Table Story. But I feel a little run down today already, but it's probably just tiredness because yesterday was quite a long day and I had to travel all the way into London and come on.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock again.
A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This is the police. We don't need that person though. Number 9 is locked. The mailbox is overflowing. Let's speak to this old woman.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Jesus. Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
This was his first VA gig. Yeah, I mean, he's got the voice for it. I hope he gets more work.
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Jesus, no wonder you've got bronchitis.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too.
Shivers.
The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
She smiles a Goop gap tooth smile when she hears you mention the name. No, you don't understand. I'm looking for a real person named Martin Martinez. He told me he's a Martin Martinez.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
Wow. Rhetoric. I need to up that stat. Where is it? There. 1.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Number 28.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if...
Oops. Didn't mean to click that, but here we are. The graffito says a firing squad for the rich. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Reality Associates. And we won't give it a name. Someone has torn down the wall. Can I get in there? I can. A noser fed, +1 health. We need that so badly. And the fucking money. How do I eat that? My character almost died. He broke my hand, the big guy. How do I take the noser fed? Oh, it just did it immediately? Okay. An old grocery list on the table. And checks. Ta-da! Yeah. The sea below looks cold and winter grey.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Rub your sides for
A
warmth.
former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
What's with the spooky grin? Yeah, I think it's how he perceives himself. I think it's a self-portrait. But one of the first things you do in the game is to look in the mirror and try and figure out why you're smiling like that. It's fucking weird. Just an immediate exploration of self, and I don't mean just like self, like everything. Go through a full fucking Freudian, Jungian approach. That's the expression, yeah. What does it say here? A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees. Wait, what is this talking about? All I did was rub my sides. Is this her? A former architect stands before a slice of window. Is it talking about me? Doesn't make any sense. A room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still. Alright, let's just look at her face.
Is red from the cold. She's breathing
Am I
on her
remembering
fingers clasping the plan.
my dead wife?
Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
A missing eastern wall. Look around you.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
In the middle of the road. And he said, play the best song in the world, or I'll eat your soul. Shiver. Finish the thought. Weird thought, man. Was it a memory, though? Who are we but our thoughts? Very good, Cal. If it looks like your shit, then do
The streets will
it.
flow red once more.
Oh my God.
A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to
Skull.
know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yes. We just want to know your name, little lady. People that call people stuff like that. Ugh. God. I hope I never become like one of those old people that does that, because you just stop. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. I love that that's always an option, pretty much. He's always just like, I am the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, we're breaking the law, breaking the law. So sorry, I'm fucking so annoying. Let's start with your blood type and go from there. Hep, yeah, when were you last tested? Just answer some questions, okay?
Ask away, pigman. But I don't promise to answer.
Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Ah. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
My eyes keep watering and really hurting. If you go and watch Kingmakers, there's a point where I go off screen and come back and it looks like I've been crying, because I was, but I wasn't like emotional crying. My eyes were just... I think it's eye strain maybe, but I feel like I need to go to a doctor or something and check my fucking eyeballs, because I'm going blind, or, you know, I don't know what. But at some points lately during the day, my eyes just start to really hurt, and I thought it was just normal eye strain, but it isn't necessarily related to when I'm looking at the screen. I got it yesterday when I was just on the train looking out the window, and I was like, I wonder what is going on here. But it does seem to happen at night, because I've been watching... I have less screen time because I will turn my TV off and like sit in the dark. I know that's so psychotic, but that's what I've been doing sometimes. And just be calm and listen to music sometimes. I've been listening to my vinyls and shit. But my eyes will start to just hurt, and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I've been putting eye drops in to try and make it go away sometimes, but they just like get really bad, and they just start streaming pissing water, and it's really weird. But I don't know what's causing it. It doesn't seem like... I was like, this is obviously screen time. It's obviously screen related, but I'm not 100% sure. Super annoying. But I feel like I need to go to a doctor about it. Dude, how funny is it that Americans call them the eye doctor? We don't call it the eye doctor in this country. Shut the fuck up, Whiskey. Shut the fuck up, though. The woman performing maintenance on the dock.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does
Oh God,
not
it's Maggie
notice
Thatcher.
her staring.
Jesus Christ, she's back. Quickly, someone save the Welsh! Quick! Defend the Scottish! Rebuild the Hadrian's Wall, quick! She's back. Jesus. All the Welsh and Scottish people just went. They did the thing that Yoda does when Order 66 comes down. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I hear that Maggie Thatcher is back from the grave. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
You're damn right they do. She's back.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
The Wild Pines rep. I can't remember what the Wild Pines was.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Oh, I'll get wacky, all right.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
Fuck you, Thatcher! Fuck you, you slag. Sorry. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
But you're painting it in something that's extremely flammable and it seems like a really bad idea.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. My God, you're in for a treat with this game. I'm really enjoying it, Whiskey. Is that what you were playing? Is that where you came from? Where did you come? I'm so annoying. I'm so sorry. It's very, very good, though. What I've experienced of it so far is very good. So you don't know what to write. Why are you so committed to defacing the building? I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? So you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here.
What's your tag, though? Anybody? Excuse me? What, you gonna tag shit? That was all it was, man. I've been around a bunch of people that used to do lots of... You see those tags on train lines whenever you see it, and you just see it over and over and over again. There was a guy, I think he would write Fisher on the wall. Fischer, and it was weird because I know that wasn't his name, but that was like his tag. And he would tag it. And the S was a $sign, I think.
We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Why are you so committed to defacing this building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium.
Come here. Closer. There's a dead body hanging from a tree 50 meters that way.
Thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this.
Yeah?
It's like everyone in chat. I have an opinion. Excuse me. I have an opinion. Excuse me. My opinion. I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. Peace.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You're welcome.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Do you know anything about the recent havoc that happened.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
See you later, Whiskey. Thank you for the raid. I kind of like her. Well, that's because you don't know how to read social. You have no social. Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
That's some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Recorded on, like, literally 2 weeks later on. Sounds completely different. Come on, just help me out.
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one.
She likes my glasses.
I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
West. Can we even go west from here? Isn't it just water? He's a brat? Yeah, I guess so. No one likes a brat. And there's a little girl wearing gloves there.
No. That's all the
All right.
snitching Cindy the Skull does for
Well,
today.
you know what?
Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you.
Because I'm on your side deep down. Yeah, deep down we're the same person. I too agree with defacing everything with oil. I too hate Maggie Thatcher. It's just that your job is whatever this is, and my job comes with a badge and gun that I lost.
I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Right, because I look like a sad puppy.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
See you later.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
So we have to go west. We have to speak to Maggie Thatcher and then also go west from here. Together, we will go our own way. Together. Wait, is this? We will eat some gravy. Together. The door is locked. You can't get in, but it gave me a thing. Go west. Life is peaceful there. Go west. £2? Dude, fuck yeah. Above tops, flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails, rust. This is where we came out, so we want to go in this one, okay. Where the skies are blue, together, do you spit or chew? Sorry. I think this happens when I've not got much energy. When I'm tired, I become more annoying because it's like my body is doing this. Perfect impression of a chainsaw, and I should have been hired to do folio for any project. Hi, mate. But I think that's what's happening. I think my brain goes like this. Doot. 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 And just before it goes, dee, I have to do something annoying. You know? I have to do something loud. It's not even annoying, it's loud. I have to do something loud because it wakes me up. Because I'm like dying and I don't know what the problem is with just letting myself be just floating along and playing the game quietly. Like something like I have to have, and that's what I think is something in my body goes, say something loud, quick, you gotta wake up. I think it's OCD. I'm not kidding. I genuinely think it's an OCD thing, like related to my OCD with sounds being constant. So I have to be like, go out, alive in me now. Trousers. And there's just some days because I haven't got a lot of energy and I don't feel very good today. I don't feel bad, but I feel just a bit tired because yesterday was quite a lot of involved brain work for my head, I think. And so I feel a bit tired and probably 100% have some sort of disease from the London Underground because I don't go outside anymore, and since COVID I don't have any sort of immune system, so every single time I go outside I am introduced to a new very common cold or something. My reaction speed goes down but electrochemistry goes up, and that's because I would take these off. So reaction speed, probably don't want that to go down, do I? It's on a 2, but electrochemistry goes up. Yeah, it's a shame. I want to see what they look like, but I don't. Oh, why can't you be wearing those? Oh well. My savoir-faire goes down with these ones, which is down to a 0, and that's the sneaking, isn't it? That was some spot-on engine voice acting. Thank you. I know. I should be hired to be doing chainsaw sounds. No one would ever hire anyone. Why did it say Cindy? Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. But this isn't my way in. God damn it. And we got some nice trousers. I came out of that door, didn't I? How the fuck do I get into the building then? This isn't the way up to the balcony? I am confused. I don't know where I'm going. I've gotten lost. Oh, I've gotten lost, I have. Well, lad, you look like you're lost. This is the exit out to the ground floor, so... Is there another set of stairs on this side? This isn't it. Oh, balcony. Is that it? Fuck me. Literally says it. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Someone's growing rosemary and thyme. What does that song mean? Huh? What does Scarborough Fair? What does it mean? What is the meaning? The meaning of Scarborough Fair. That's gonna fucking VOD mute me if I play it, isn't it? One of the most famous songs of all time. What does it mean? What does it mean? This one. You know it? That's me singing. What is the meaning of Scarborough Fair? Traditional English folk song from the Middle Ages referring to an old fair in Scarborough. Wow, just a song about what it's about. This game is shit. Turns out this game is shit. I thought I was being smart. I was like, yeah, this is PB, dude. This is PB every fucking stream. He's like, I figured it out. I've deduced it. The reason that there was a lemon in that shot was because a lemon often represents duality. And the reason that they've put a lemon in that shot, you watch, 2 seconds later, you can purchase a lime from a vendor. Now, the reason that there would be a lemon and a lime is a representation of duality of man. And you're like, no, dude, it's just a lemon, isn't it? It's just a literal lemon. It just has a lemon in the game. Now, he went into this door. Did you think I was blind? Did you think I wasn't watching this? I was watching this. Just a door. Well, just a lemon. That's the song you sing to your baby? Alright. I don't know it that well. Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their
My eye
security.
is leaking so much.
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Got him.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
You kidding me?
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work.
Tomorrow
About
at
9
9.
p.m. So tomorrow, 9 p.m. right here.
I feel like everything is going to
Apartment number
happen
28.
tomorrow. Like, we don't
Good.
get anything
Let's go.
done today, even if you tried, because
Damn.
we're supposed to meet
Turns
the
out it's
union
quite
tomorrow
tricky
as well.
finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry, you'll get him. Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today.
Okay. Are you coming back tomorrow? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. My throat hurts. So now what do we do? Go and speak to Maggie Thatcher, I guess. What choice do we have? I suppose there's nothing left to do but to speak to Margaret Thatcher. Conservative leader and Prime Minister of the United Kingdom when? 80s? You know who else was the funniest Prime Minister of all time? John Major. What a name. John Major. Construction going on here decades ago. And then the war happened, didn't it? The fucking war. What's that? +1 morale. Healing magnesium. Healing magnesium. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislaine 33A. Your room in the Whirling Inn isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in your life. Wait, that's not Maggie Thatcher, is it?
A striking
It is.
woman leans against the cabin top
It's completely
of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
How do I stop this leaking in my eyeball? I have a cake in the fridge, and I have a cake on the side, and I don't know if I'm allergic to the fridge cake. I'm definitely allergic to the other one. I'm going to eat them both either way, but I want to eat one now and I can't. I'm really hungry. It's kicking in. I only ate when I got home last night. I kind of didn't realize how late it was either. I fucked up all of my eating times this weekend because I ate at a weird time during the stream the other day, and then I ate really late last night, and now my body doesn't know when to be hungry. That can fuck with your sleep as well, so I try not to do it too badly because I don't know if I'm going to sleep when I'm old.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Mm-hmm. I know Margaret Thatcher when I see one, you son of a bitch.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines. the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Beaton, my maiden name.
A bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized raincoat. Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Io, thank you for the 38-month resubscription. My good friend. And if you look at the protagonist's jacket, you will notice muted yellow and green, lemon and lime, once again. Tomorrow. Don't know what you're saying, Chris Kipling. I know what you were trying to do, but you won't activate this. You won't activate me. You won't. You're triggering the mum. Well, I mean, I know I'm allergic to it, and I will just take an antihistamine, and I'm not massively allergic to it, so it won't really be that big of a deal. It might just make me a little bit sleepy for an hour. I've already eaten 3 of the 4 cherry bakewells that I'm allergic to, guys. I survived. I think I can handle a 4th. Although allergy does build up in your system like a fucking toxin in Dark Souls when you're in the water. It builds up.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
We'll see about that.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Just wait until your asshole turns inside out. What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean when my asshole turns inside out? Do you think that a mild allergy to maize and corn is equivalent to giving birth? Eating the wrong shit. You think it makes me shit myself? That's not. I'm not lactose intolerant. That's not what happens. What's wrong with her? Lele sending me messages. It doesn't make you shit yourself. It just makes me. It makes my blood pressure drop, and then and my skin dries out, which is not always good. And it's why I think a lot of my skin is fucked on my face at the moment, and it makes my sinuses close up in my face, which might give me a migraine, which is really the main reason I try and avoid it. What happens if you eat so much you do shit? What then, huh? That's just eating though, Lele. That's called eating food. If you eat a lot of food, you're gonna shit it out eventually. What do you think a fucking allergy is? Don't stay awake for too long. Don't go to bed. I'll make a cup of corn syrup to clear your head. Girls don't poo. You are not a girl. You are something from Ben 10. That's what you are. An alien. What did she say to me? She says, how interesting. It's hard to read her precise disposition, but she appears helpful. You're on a boat. You tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? What can you tell me about this strike? What can you tell me about this lynching? I'm going to say you're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of boats, are there? Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Oh, still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Your throat swells? Did I say my throat swells? Hey, I listed off the symptoms? Why do you guys keep adding symptoms in that I don't have? Oh, and you shit yourself and your throat swells up. Nope. Never happened once. If I eat a lot of stuff that I'm allergic to, I'm sure if I just ate a fucking just corn syrup, I'm sure I'd get more extreme symptoms, but what's wrong with you people? Just listen. I said what they were. I said the things that happened to me and that's it. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, Dr. Chat. My anus is perfectly normal. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Do not believe a fucking word of it. She's just had a baby, guys. You know how hard you have to push a baby out. So everyone's anus prolapses and they shit all over the baby's head as it comes out. And no one tells you about that because they want you to believe that having a baby is beautiful. Dude, your vagina splits open and they have to sew it back up. Your gooch and your asshole become non-existent. You just have one giant vagina at the end of it. A bloody shit-covered mess that will never go back to how it was. But no, having a baby is beautiful because they need to keep the fucking machines working that keep the government rich. Keep having babies. Don't stop. Don't listen to anything. Don't ever show childbirth in its truest form on TV. You're glowing. No, dude. It's absolutely horrific. But go for it. Go and have a baby. Sounds lovely. Sounds great. Lele sent me a message the day after and was like, my God, my asshole has fallen into 7 pieces. And I went, wow, from having the baby? And she went, oh no, I have hay fever. Right, oh yeah, of course. I forgot what you think allergies are. Actually, the lieutenant becomes defensive. That motor carriage has been specifically issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
It's for crossing long distances in the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Well, this is Silver Nightwing on a boat. Did you name the boat or think of anything creative whatsoever? No, I went with absolutely the most optimum name for it, which is the name of the creation that it is. Oh. Okay, alright, well. I see. Population is decreasing in the US and some other countries, and you can see the government panicking over it. Yeah. 100%. That's why they forced everyone to stay inside for 2 years with some bullshit that they made up. You're stuck indoors. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fuck like rabbits. I did ask my husband if my vagina felt different, and what did he lie and say? What did he lie and say? I'd name the boat Beefer because I'm hilarious. You'd probably name the boat a spoiler from Metal Gear Solid 5 and then make PB look at it. That's what you'd name a boat. What was the lie that he told you? He said no. Huh? Yeah, of course he did. Oh, I know, it's exactly the same. Guy thought he was fucking a fish market. It's cold, dead, stinking, rotten meat. Cool. This was a great idea. And then the baby started crying and he didn't even finish.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
I'm very against having children, guys. I don't know if I've ever fucking mentioned it. It seems like the most insane thing a person can do. It seems so stupid on so many levels. It's clearly a lie. Everything they fucking tell you is a lie. And also, there's loads of them out there that need parents. Get one of those. Why decimate your body? If you really want to be a parent, buy one. There's fucking orphans everywhere. Go get one of those. I want it to look like me. Ego, which is the first reason you shouldn't have a child. If anyone says, I want it to look like me and I want to see what it looks like, already you should be, they should scratch you off ineligible for child. You're already not thinking about someone else, you know, which is the literal first thing you need to do as a parent. I hate it. I think everyone is the worst parent ever. No one can parent. No one knows what's going on because everyone is brainwashed. Absolutely awful. Cannot believe anyone would look at a child, the worst thing in the planet, the most annoying thing ever, smashing up all the stuff, throwing Lego bricks around, screaming, crying, shitting. Oh, I want one of those. And even if you do, you don't.
A breeze ripples through the cells and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Oh God, not again. Not like this. Okay, cool, but your boat really needs a name. What kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Oh, wow.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Lele's vagina has turned into little more than an old tin of corned beef. There is no other use for it. Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
Uh-huh.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but 2 insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
Okay, but I still don't want to see your license.
Actually, you don't.
Pretty sure I do. I police.
It is a little known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license.
What? More like the Anarchy Act, in my opinion.
No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
You need to save face if you want her respect.
The
Demand
policemen in America
passport.
that double down. I love all those videos where the person is like pulled over or whatever. I saw one the other day that was so good. There was a kid walking along the street and the cops go past him and he gave him the finger and they pull him over and they're like, "You're under arrest." And he's like, "For what?" And then they go, "For this." And he goes, "Yeah, but under this act and this act, you can't do that. And you're a dickhead." And they went, "You can't speak to me like that." And he's like, "Yes, I can. You're a dickhead. You can't do anything that you're saying because of this, this, and this. Here's this, and this is the reason why." And they go fucking crazy, dude. And he sued the fuck out of them afterwards because they were just like trying to outschool him on shit that he knew. And he was at the end of it, he was like, "Oh yeah, this is actually I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. And I'm already in a lawsuit with another police department. You guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. None of you know anything, and you're just waddling around imposing your fucking police badge and presence and authority on people. And this is what they do every time. They just double down like, "I need to see some ID." No, you don't. "Right, you're being detained." "Okay, why?" "Because I'm fucking sensitive." Dude, American police, the worst, man. Okay.
Of course.
She searches the pockets of her raincoat, producing a bundle of documents in a sealed plastic bag.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent.
Don't know what that means. Look at the photo page.
The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revershaw, smiles at you. Face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice
Janitor
Leighton
Sam.
Messier.
Thank you for the 23 months, my friend. Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. but please don't call me that.
Why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
You're from Vespa? I just watched
My
that
husband
movie.
is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when travelling.
Everything appears to be in order.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
What? Tell me about the Wild Pines.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
Got it. Tell me something else.
She nods.
What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
How do I repeal it then? Wouldn't want to disturb an octopus, let it be.
I am glad you see it that way. To repeal the act would mean repealing the coalition government, the one that leases you the right to police West Revachol. But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this precisely, Maggie?
I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay, orcish.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Every time the Wild Pines Group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signatures of each of the 2,200 workers in the terminal. This is just one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. Workers can't be kings. The king is king.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to?
What is he saying? The fuck is wrong with him? Is it true females after birth shit themselves when they sneeze? I'm not going anywhere near that conversation. I mean, I don't know why anyone is speaking to Arvin Gesse anyway. He's fucking mentally inept beyond belief. Hi, Ian. Thank you for the 37 months, my friend.
If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Tell me about Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Say nothing.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
I'm guessing he's my real bad guy to deal with. What about the union itself, outside the brothers?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of local working men. A giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. Basically a socialist mob. I don't fucking have any idea. This is not my area of expertise. I don't know anything about politics. I don't know what a socialist is. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things.
Of course, officer.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Stop speaking to Arvin Gessi. Stop speaking to him. He's a incel. He's not human. He's barely sentient. I'm not kidding. You are not allowed to speak to him. It's a waste of your time. What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible after a night of heavy drinking I lost all memory of my life and the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. Yes. I could have eaten it for all I know.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Suggestion. +1 sympathy for your amnesia. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
She's a negotiator.
Success.
Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
I got something tangible for you right here, lads!
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones.
Why is my entire chat just talking about birth? Did Country Night Owl think that the women just don't take any drugs when they give birth? Arvin Gessi, how old are you again? We did your questions, right? Did we do his questions once? We should start a file with suspicious people. Put them on file. Also, don't speak to Silver Nightwing. Silver Nightwing either has no ability to learn and retain information, or has some sort of weird amnesiac thing where every 45 seconds his mind resets. My mental age is way younger. Tell me how old you are. 24. Right, that's pretty young. I mean, you are on the cusp of being embarrassingly dumb, but we'll let you off because you are a child. I'm talking about the other procedures like IUDs and such. My sister wasn't numbed for stitching. I don't believe that. What are you, part of one of those weird Christian fucking don't take medicine churches or some shit? That doesn't seem right. I'm in the game. Yeah, you're this guy. Every single stream of PBs. completely unable to follow the simplest instructions. Driving me fucking nuts. 124 is an infant, yeah. No? Well then... Oh, you know what? I don't care.
Or you can recover your badge.
I'm too tired.
Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Is that fucking Arvin Gessi?
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
What do you propose, that we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Lele, I will block you. Why would you send someone such a disgusting picture?
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am.
I throw up.
Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link. The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
Is that yours, Lux? What? Why is this news to me? I finally learned how to chop onions without making my eyes water. This isn't a secret. No one does it, though. You just don't cut the end of it, right? And yet everyone does it for some reason. Yeah. You don't cut the root end. Even I know that, Lele, and you call yourself a genius. Is this your dog? What? How dare you have such a fucking amazing dog?
I
And only
am
tell me
sorry for
now.
the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
What proof do you have that the union is involved? Dim Kriom, thank you for 21 months. Dim Kriom.
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
I'm so tired.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorry man would confide in.
Okay.
Yes?
We will take the case, probe the drivers, and see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
I've spoken to 2 of them, and I bet the one that I need to get the information out is the racist.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Don't trust it. I sent it to purge whatever disgusting thing Lele sent. Thank you. I almost threw up. You know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine, let's return to it
Better
later.
not
She's
tie the
gonna tell
4th
me
day
anything.
to the Bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Wait, why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. Now
So?
look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed? What is this feeling I've never felt before? I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to take this leech for some dough. As I should be for even considering it. This is a woman and I'm a man. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money by now.
Maybe you could ask her for some stock tips. That's a maybe. Or a job. But you're sure as hell too ashamed to ask for cash, buddy. Oh
That's about
God,
right.
The lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance...
Thank you.
Of course, Detective.
Bye.
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you.
I fucking ride till I die,
lie.
bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas.
You goddamn right.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
I got some gills.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself,
Okay.
are you rich?
Yes.
Get out of here. You're a pauper.
Damn it.
You work harder than anyone.
I am.
Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo.
Why is
Why is
that? Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%.
Fucking
Genius
taxes.
got his jam
Fucked
covered,
me
sticky
so
fingers
hard
in
this
your
year.
pocket,
Thank you for reminding
stealing
me.
from you every time you buy,
Oh god, the
sell,
stress
walk,
is kind of
talk,
pouring back
fart,
into me.
So much as sneeze. Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
No fucking way I'm a free market fundamentalist now, opt-in.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
Market fundamentalism, also known as free market fundamentalism, is a term applied to the strong belief in the ability of unregulated laissez-faire or free market capitalist policies to solve most economic and social problems. I don't know what that... You didn't answer my question. What the fuck is market fundamentalism? The standard features of economic fundamentalism are dogmatic assertions combined with the claim that anyone who holds contrary views is not a real economist. Blah blah blah. What is it? What is it? What is a neoliberal? Neoliberalism is contemporarily used to refer to market-oriented reform. What's market? Such as eliminating price controls, deregulating capital markets, lowering trade barriers, and reducing, especially through privatization and austerity, state influence in the economy. I don't want either of them involved. I don't want the state or privatization. That's libertarian. Libertarianism is a philosophy that upholds liberty do as one pleases as a core value. That sounds right. That sounds great. What the hell is ANCAP? Anarcho-capitalism. An anti-statist theory that seeks to abolish centralized states in favor of stateless societies with systems of private property enforced by private agents. That sounds horrible. Most American libertarians aren't that, though. ANCAP is libertarianism with different words. Well, none of them sound good. That doesn't sound good to me. Didn't we work this out? Didn't I take a political test once and you guys told me what I was? I think I'm just a pure anarchist. Anarchist, anarchy, and absence of government, a lawless or political disorder. That sounds great. That. I want that. A society without a government. Or the rich. What one is one where it's pretty much anarchy with some protections in for poor people and literally no protection in, if anything, like a handicap for the mega rich. Which one? ANCOM. Anarcho-communism. Political philosophy and anarchist school of thought that advocates communism. What is communism? A left-wing socio-political, philosophical and economic ideology and current within the socialist movement. I don't know what that means though. See, the problem is in order to understand these things you have to learn 3 other things. Whose goal is the establishment of a communist society, a socio-economic order centered around common ownership of the means of production distribution. I mean, that sounds slightly better. It calls for the abolition of private property, but retains respect for personal property and collectively owned items, goods and services. It supports social ownership of property and direct democracy. Direct democracy, pure democracy, is a form of democracy, and the electorate decides on a policy initiatives without elected representatives of perfect, yes. Among other horizontal networks, from the allocation of production and consumption based on the guiding principle, from each according to his ability to each according to his needs. Some forms of anarcho-communism, such as insurrectionary anarchism, is a revolutionary theory. A tendency of the anarchist movement emphasizes insurrection as a revolutionary practice. It is critical form of analysis. Are strongly influenced by egoism. Egoist, often shortened as egoism, is a school of anarchist thought that is thought to have arisen from Max Stirner in the 19th century philosophy. The name appears, and it didn't tell me what it means. And radical individualism, believing anarcho-communism to be the best social system for realizing individual freedom. Most anarcho-communists view anarcho-communism as a way of reconciling the opposite between. Yeah, this sounds great. This one. Who has this? Where does this exist? I'll move there. I'll go with that one for now. How do we get that one? Who do I vote for that? Who do I vote for that? Give me that one. Please. Haunted Raven, thank you for the... What did you do? You gifted a sub to someone, to JJ. There you go, you've got an admirer. It's like someone spinning a drink down the bar towards you, JJ. That's from the beautiful lady at the end of the bar. It doesn't exist. How do you enforce it though? Wouldn't need to. Because I would only live in a place where everyone agrees to it. The rest will be killed. If you don't subscribe to it, exile. Go live somewhere else. My dream scenario is like Conan the Barbarian or something, you know, the way they live in that. Before I forget, I wanted to pay my birthday tax. I'm turning 26 this year. Thank you for all the laughs and advice. I'm finally looking forward to taking care of my mental health. You can do it, man. I believe in you. Anarcho-communism. Let's go. Thatcher. There's no way that she was anywhere near what she wanted. Today is not this year. Today not this year. Well, either way. Zapatists is the only ones alive now. That sounds like something from Futurama. You don't vote for that. Only route is revolution. Let's go. Start the revolution. I'll be there, man. I'll have a Molotov cocktail in one hand and some fucking chili sauce in the other. What do you do to the people that don't agree? Just they go and live in their own country somewhere else. I know, but that is as likely as someone who would actually be elected on that. Right, I see. Yeah, because you don't. I wouldn't want them to be voted in. I don't believe in anyone in any position of power. That's it. I don't believe in anything where anyone is in a position of power. I would love to see a world that fit my... I'd like someone just could read my brainwaves. And then the world just reality warps into whatever it is. It would be fucking chaos. And I would love it. I thrive in chaos. Living under all these rules, I have to do it. It's just impossible not to. In order to attempt to have some level of mental and physical comfort, I have to subscribe to a lot of the rules. And so I do. I pay my taxes and they just rape the fuck out of me literally a week ago. And I agree with their laws. Digga digga ding ding digga digga ding ding digga 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 ding ding digga digga ding. Fuck them and their law. And I go with the flow of what it is because there's really no other option. But I would love to see a reality warped world, which is just whatever you read. A machine reads my brainwaves and then reality warps the world into whichever one I feel most comfortable in. You know what I mean? Like it just puts you in the middle of a world that you would feel most comfortable in, and you just get to live in it to see how that feels. That would be super interesting to me. It exists in northern Syria. I'm off. You don't believe in a society. I'm not going to speak to you. You're 24. You know, just not even gonna bother wasting my fucking breath. There's no way to make people cooperate then. Reality warping. I just told you. Reality warping. Are you deaf? What are you, deaf? God, these guys don't listen to me when I say that the way that it is enforced is with an AI controlling reality warping device that is attuned to my brainwaves. God, you guys are so stupid. It's fucking painful having to speak to you every day. Logan, thank you for the 30 months. Money you've given me in this capitalist environment where I dance before you, expecting payment in return. Someone always has to be in power though. No, they don't. Even if you tried to actively prevent anyone from taking the top dog spot, someone would either rise to fill it or be thrust forward to fill it. No, they wouldn't. How about that? How about no, they wouldn't? Silver Nightwing, what do you have to say to that? Try. Where are you going to buy guitars from? You wouldn't be buying anything. It would just be a guitar you could use. You'd just pick it up. The Matrix 4. There's no such thing. I mean, they'd have to make The Matrix 2 and 3 first, which they never did. Did they? Did they? Please don't let humanity at the hands of an AI. Thank you. Wow, just so the worst people. Technocratic libertarian utopia. Sure. But it's attuned to my brain. For me. That's it. So it just reality warps to be what... I don't even know what it is. I don't have what it is. because I don't even know what it is. It just reads my brainwaves and creates the world around me that makes me naturally fit in completely comfortably. Whatever that world looks like. We don't know what it is. You're trying to put words on something. You understand? It just warps the world into a thing. And it just looks the way it looks, and we don't know what that is until we put ourselves into the machine, and we won't give it a name. Putting people in their preferred reality would be nice, mostly because I wouldn't have to live in the same world as most of them. Yeah, it'd be great. Maybe it just, the AI interprets all of the people's worlds and creates a version of them that makes them the least annoying to you possible. You know? So you're still living in a world with whoever is alive at that time, who's also plugged into a machine, and they're living in their own reality warp. But the version of them that you meet is just the version of them that you would want to meet, and you would like to spend time with, or interact with, or interface with in some way. And that's that. That would be great. That sounds wonderful. Who controls the reality shaping device? Are you dumb as fuck? You guys can't. You're so wired in. You can't comprehend a world where someone isn't in control. You know? Like, you literally cannot fathom it. You just have to have a shepherd. And it's my ideal world to not have one. To just be a free sheep on the grass. Bounding around. Nobody let Brad read Ayn Rand. I've already read some stuff. I went through my philosophy phase. I read a bunch of fucking Nietzsche and was like, eh. And then I stopped. Because it just started to annoy me. If I give in to this side of my brain, I start to get really annoyed with everything around me very quickly. I start getting frustrated that I'm trapped. I feel like I'm in a fucking straight vest. Is that what they're called? A straight jacket? Trapped in your world with you. It's like being in jail. And you're just stuck with whoever your fucking bunkmates are, and they're all awful. And even the very best of them are still not people you chose to be around. You were shoved into a fucking cell block with a bunch of other people that you're just there with. And that's reality for me, and always has been. Why do you think I have no family or friends around me? Why do you think I live by myself? There are 6 people on this planet that I can tolerate. One of them is Bizcotter, and the other one is... I can tell you who isn't one. Lollipop G. How dare you show your face here? How dare you? Biz, don't talk to Arvin Gessie. Don't talk to him. And fucking do your brain in. Don't... Keep Biz away from him. Keep Biz away from him and Plumrug. Don't let him speak to... Do not let them near each other. Protect Biz. It's a fucking weird little... It is a trap. You get stuck speaking to a dog. You've already eaten enough. You don't need more food. You're going to rupture your stomach. You're a dog. You basically have Prader-Willi syndrome. You don't know. Biz.
Please, Beers. I want to eat more food.
You're going to get sick and die.
No, I won't do it.
Keep him away from the flatheads. Would you be satisfied with what? With my perfect world that's being generated around me, designed entirely on my own conscious and subconscious thoughts of comfort? Creating with perfect accuracy the most level of comfort that you could experience for your entire life, providing for you the perfect life experience tailored to you. What do you mean, would I be satisfied with that? unable to comprehend, you know? People just do not redeem. Do not redeem! People can't comprehend the fucking... You're in a jail. Everyone... Plato and the wall. The wall. They can't do it. Wow, it's crazy, isn't it, Biz? Sometimes I feel like it is just me talking to Biz, Murgles, Greg. Now, she told me to go somewhere over here, but I can't seem to go further west. How do I go west? Is there a way to go more west? It doesn't seem to me like there is. I feel like she was telling me to go that way, but unless there's a way along here somewhere. What's this?
This coin-operated viewer is faced.
I'm not spending a fucking coin on that. You know how hard it is to find like a penny in this world. Joyce's information on the lynching and then the jam mystery. We want to get the... I want to get the armored gloves. After that, we'll go in the fishing village down the coast. Oh, we have another thing. Indirect modes of taxation. I'm going to start thinking about it. Look, this is us thinking about it. -2 empathy. Temporary research bonus is a -2 to empathy. That's not a bonus, is it? I'm becoming cold-blooded. Wow, this is me if I could honestly just turn on that side of my brain and become one of those YouTubers. If you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gotham estate is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now, unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever, stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and find banditos at the Insulandian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. What is this? I want to go full anarchy. I don't want to become non-empathetic. This is awful. It turn me into fucking Silver Nightwing, or Odias, or Vardis, or someone who just has no fucking, like, their heart beats once an hour. They live in a fucking under a rock in a desert. Some sort of fucking creature that just only understands how to win and progress and increase their bank account. I wouldn't even be able to understand this game, you know? I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. Life is about the good and the bad. If every single day is bliss, then bliss becomes mundane. Yeah, but it wouldn't, Silver Nightwing, because it's constantly generating and reality warping around you. It's... You know what? No. No more. No more. Absolutely unable to comprehend it. Just struggling with the simplest thought. Hey, bro, guess what? I'm still in bed. Does that infuriate you? No. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. Well done. You've figured it out. Reality warping. It's temporary. It's temporary? So what is it? I don't understand what it is. It's -2 empathy for during the research time. Is that what it's saying?
Activating combat mode.
And at the end of it, I come up with a different way to tax the poor and the rich. What is it? Because I'm thinking I don't have as much empathy. You can answer this. I'm genuinely asking you in the chat. It's called the corrupt copo usually. What is? What are you saying? I don't care about the real world right now. I'm asking you in the game, guys. What the fuck is this in the... I'm gonna end... I will end the stream. I will end the stream. You get money for libertarian choices. Right, perfect. That sounds great, dude. I'd be the richest person on the planet. You hear a distant squall of seabirds. Yeah, but I want to be able to go to the fishing village in the west. How do I get there? I have to keep going down here. Splatter of bullet holes from the war, though, isn't it? Did we talk to this guy? What's that? Plastic bag. Finally, I got one. Now I can pick up the bottles. Better watch your mouth around me, boy. Where was the trash can? Yeah? I thought I was able to pick stuff up. Tools. I have to equip it. The plastic bag has frit on it. Yeah. This is how we earn money, isn't it? Now look at this. Immediately I'm like, how do I earn money? Now I have the ability and the means to earn money. Now suddenly I'm interested in doing it. It's fucking horrible being me. Oh, there's loads of them. We're just gonna run around now and make a fucking absolute bank, and then I'll never have to... You know what? If I made enough money, if you people subscribe to me enough, I'd have enough money to never have to speak to any of you again. That's the irony. Don't forget to subscribe. If you start a hype train, I'll end the stream. If you get to a level 5 hype train, I'll end the stream in honor of capitalism, so that Silver Nightwing can feel anything.
Yes?
No, I'm talking to you. Fuck off. I'm trying to pick up bottles on the street. It begins. It begins. If you can get to a level 5 hype train, I will end the stream. Ah, Joker. A level 5 hype train. And the stream will just end. No goodbyes. I'll just see you tomorrow. Because I will have made enough money to not have to subject myself to you anymore. Dude, that's hysterical, though. This is me right now, picking up trash. Begging for subscribers. He picks up the trash so that he doesn't have to spend any more time with the trash. It's art! Imitating art! It's artwork within artwork. You guys wouldn't understand. You guys wouldn't understand it. You wouldn't know artwork if it shit on you in the street. You don't know fuck all. You don't know what it's like to be me. Level 3 complete. Picking up trash. So that I don't have to spend any more time with Silver Nightwing, Ava and Gessie, and all the other little idiots. Because that's how it goes, baby. That's capitalism. Make me rich, and I'll see you later. I'll leave you in the fucking dust. You